Hi, this is Elliot Eisenberg of Graphs and Laughs, catching you up to date on the latest multiple listing service data for Hillsborough County. And just like last month and the month before, the key thing is strong demand, little bit of supply. House prices are up 4.5% for single fam, roughly, and about 10% for multifam. Single fam hit a new all-time record, and multifam is just behind last month's all-time record. Sales activity for multifam, crazy strong, up almost 20% year over year. For single fam, just up about 1%, so it's a little weaker, but pending sales for both single and multi are terrific in the mid to upper teens. So there's very strong demand, and that's going to tell us that the rest of the summer is going to be very, very good. We know April and May weren't so great because we were in the middle of a lockdown in June because of old data. But now that we get rid of that old data, we're going to have great sales in July, August. Those are going to be great numbers. There's demographics in our favor. Coronavirus has caused people to rethink what kind of house they want and so on. What's the problem? Why aren't sales even stronger given strong demand, demographics, and low interest rates? There's nothing to buy out there. That's the problem. New listings are down 9% for single fam and about 7% for multi, and inventory is down roughly 40% for single and about 20% for multi year over year. There's simply nothing out there. In terms of months of supply, 1.6 for single fam, unfathomably low, and just 2 for multifam. The 1.6 for single is an all-time record, and the 2 for multi is almost a record. The housing market in Tampa, here in Hillsborough, and across the entire country is the strongest market out there of all the markets out there. Manufacturing is doing pretty well. Autos are recovering well, but housing is strongest no matter how you look at it. If you look at it in terms of new construction, in sales, in existing sales, in starts, whatever it is, permits, they're all doing really, really well. So what's the fly in the ointment? Because there's always a fly in the ointment. It's the coronavirus cases. Infection rates are going up. The number of cases per 1,000 tested has been rising for a while. It's plateaued and gone down a little bit the last couple of days. Let's hope that continues. But this has scared people away, and this has made it even more incumbent upon Congress to come through with money. Congress has to come through with money for small business and PPP, for unemployment. People who are unemployed have to get some extra money because we need to stimulate the economy and keep stores and restaurants open and so on and so forth. And most importantly, or not part of what's also important, they also have to offer moratorium for renters and that the landlords are being protected as well. And they've got to offer forbearance or continue offering forbearance for homeowners. We don't want to see homeowners lose their house because they've lost their job temporarily. This would be a really bad thing. They've offered it before. They have to continue to offer this. If they do this, this will help tide us over until we get to the next phase of the process. But Congress really has to come through. Interest rates are going to remain low, the demand is going to remain high, and supply is going to remain very short right now. So this should be a strong market, and prices should continue to do fine going forward. Congress has to come through. That's it for this month. See you next month.